In this video, I'll be sharing with you all 3 exercises to grow huge triceps. No bullshit guide, just straight to what works. I will actually be sharing 6 of them. This is because I want to give you an alternative. You mustn't follow one specific exercise. There are several exercises to target a specific muscle group. For me, I tell people don't do things because another person is doing it. There are exercises you feel happy with. Use what feels good for you, and that is the only way you can stay longer in the gym. And that's why I'll be sharing alternative exercises in this video so that you can try out different things and stick to what works best for you. So let's jump right into it. First of all, you all know that we'll have the long head of the tricep, we'll have the lateral head, and we'll have the medial head. These are the 3 focus we'll be looking at. Let's start with the long head. The first exercise to target the long head is the skull crushers. Okay, skull crushers for me is one of the best exercises to isolate the long head and make sure that you're hitting them properly. However, there are ways you do this skull crusher. I will still come to form tips towards the end of this video. However, I still need to say this. If you're looking to target more of the long head, you should do the skull crushers on an inclined bench. Not so much inclined, just 2 steps above flat bench. Then you have to take your hands backwards a little bit, just like you're seeing on this video. Take your hands backwards, and that is how your hand should stay firm. Don't move the upper part of your hand from the elbow to your shoulders. Just lock it in like that. The only part that should be moving are your forearms. That's the only way you can get the greatest pump out of this exercise. And this exercise targets more of the long head. However, I want you to know that every exercise, every tricep exercise targets both the long head, lateral head. However, the way you position your body and your arm can make you target more of a particular head. So this exercise still works on the lateral head. However, it targets more of the long head, if that makes sense. Another alternative for the long head is the cable tricep. These ones you bend over. Just like you're seeing on this video, you get a bench, you put one leg up. The leg of the hand you want to work on, that's the leg that should be placed on top of the bench while you bend over, placing your other arm on the bench. Now you raise your elbows up. The upper part of your elbow should be in line with your body. Do not slack that arm, just like you're seeing on this video. Once you start slacking that arm, it will be hard for you to maintain intensity around your tricep. So you extend your forearms, just like I said on the other ones. Take it back, just like you're seeing on this video. And this exercise targets the long head too. So choose one of these exercises and enjoy the gains. Now, the next set of exercise will be targeting the lateral and medial head. And my go-to exercise to properly target this tricep head is the straight bar tricep extension. This exercise gives me my greatest pump, and there are 2 ways you can do this exercise. Either you stay straight up and extend your hands downward, or you bend a little bit, keep your chest out and extend your hand down. But the major thing you should concentrate on is to make sure, like I said, the upper part of your arm shouldn't be moving. It should be held firm in just the position it should be. Then your forearms, like from your elbow to your wrist, are the only part that has to be going up and down. And believe me, if you can execute this exercise like this, you will feel the greatest pump. Now, another alternative for this exercise are the close grip bench press. Just like you're seeing on this video, it has to be closed gripped. Don't widen your arm. Bring your arm as close as possible, just anywhere between 2 cm. Then press up, just as if you're bench pressing. This exercise prioritizes the tricep head, more especially the lateral head and the medial head. So just try out this exercise and you feel the pump. Now, the last set of exercise is the exercise that will target both the long head, the lateral head, and the medial head at the same time. The first exercise on this list is the bench dips. The bench dips evenly targets the 3 heads of the tricep at the same time. So while executing this exercise, you have to make sure that your hips are not far away from the bench. If you push your hips too far away from the bench, you will place more tension on the shoulders, leaving out the tricep, and you won't be getting all the stretch you need on the tricep. So why go you low? Just make sure you go low as close as possible to the bench. Then don't over dip yourself in. If you over dip yourself, your shoulders will still feel more pressure, which is what we don't want. So go deep, then bring yourself up. Still maintain same line. Don't bring yourself up and try to sit down. No, maintain the same line of movement. This will help you place the tricep on great tension. Now, another exercise that can still evenly target the three heads of the tricep is the classic dips. It's a very good exercise to work on the tricep. However, if you want to make sure you're focusing on the tricep, because this exercise still works on the lower chest, but that will be if you push yourself forward a little bit. If you want to make sure that you're targeting the tricep head, you have to make sure that you're staying just straight. Don't go forward and inside. Keep yourself straight, just like you're seeing on this video. It will focus more on the tricep heads rather than the chest muscles. Now, these are the exercises. The next part of this video is the form tips. The form tips are very important because if you're not executing all these exercises with the proper form, you won't still grow your tricep. Now, when we're talking about the form, we're talking about the body to arm position. This is our primary focus when we talk about form. And the greatest form is to make sure that you keep your arms firm. I don't care if it's the tricep you're working on or the bicep. At least the upper part of your arm should be held firm. Whether you're taking it backwards or forward, just make sure you hold your upper arm firm. That is just the simplest tip most of us fall short on. We are moving our shoulders, we are moving just the whole of our arm. And that is not a good way to train the arms. The primary form that will help us, the least form that will help us execute these exercises properly is just to make sure that the upper part of our arms are held firm. So if you can try out these tips, you will enjoy your tricep pump. So the last part of this video is diet. If you're looking to keep adding size, you have to make sure that you're eating in a way that will allow you keep adding size. Most of you skip carbohydrates. Most of you don't eat as much as you should, and you wonder why you're not adding size. Yes, you might do all the exercises just the way I've listed in this video, but you still can't make gains. You have to be on a consistent surplus. Few weeks back, I shared a short video where I told you all I eat anything I want when I want it. The only diet plan I follow is to make sure I get my protein in and I eat healthy meals. And some people were commenting that nobody stays in great shape by eating anything they want. But here is the thing, let me make that clear. The only thing I follow is to make sure I eat all my proteins for the day. But when it comes to carbohydrates, like protein, I eat like 1 gram of protein per pound body weight. But my carbs, I eat about 3 grams up per pound body weight. I won't come here and tell you something else when I'm doing something else. I eat a lot of carbs. And most of you are just afraid to eat carbohydrate because you think it will get you overweight. But I keep saying this, it's not the enemy. If you want to keep getting stronger from the gym, if you want to keep getting big, you have to prioritize your carbohydrates. Protein won't make you get big. It's carbohydrates. Carbohydrates will keep getting you big, keep getting you stronger in the gym. For me, I don't track any calories. I just make sure my protein is in, I'm eating healthy, and I eat just anytime. When it comes to working out, you shouldn't starve yourself to death. That is not what it should be. You should still be able to enjoy the meals you love eating and still stay in shape. Now, the mistake most people do is they eat large portion of food all at once. And what this does is it brings out your stomach. It makes you look like you're pregnant. Here is how you should eat your carbs. You have to make sure you split them out 5 to 6 times in a day. Your body do not use that much nutrients at a time. Most of you keep forcing excessive food into your body and you keep wondering why your stomach is coming out. Why not? Because you're forcing a lot of food all at once. When I say I eat a lot of carbohydrates, I mean I split them out, little portion at a time. This will help me to always see my abs anytime I pull off my clothes. And that's the goal. So eat carbohydrates, but you have to make sure that you split them out. The only time you're going to add weight is if you're not training as much as you need. Maybe you train like 2 times in a week, then you will sure add weight. If you train only 2 times in a week, don't eat that much carbohydrate. But if you're using the gym consistently, just like me, 5 to 6 times in a week, you can eat a lot of carbs and still stay lean. Just make sure you split them out. And that is it, guys. This is how you can grow your tricep. Make sure you're dieting on your diet. The exercises has to be on point. You're fun and enjoy the gains. Like and subscribe, share the video. I'll get back to you on the next one.